Hey guys, what's going on? Oh, I'll put myself back over on this side. What's going on, everybody? Figured it's just gonna be a pretty chill day today. We're working on anime campaign notes. I've been wanting to do this for a little while, but you know, not so easy to just do things every once in a while. So, I don't know. Today's gonna be a pretty chill day, mostly just free talk. But I'll be typing up some notes for a campaign I've been wanting to work on at the very least. So, howdy, mad lad. What's poppin'? What's going on? No, but yeah, working on anime campaign. I will have the rule set up on the side. It's also in the description if you want to see it. It's more commonly known as Epithet, but I think the original name is Anime Campaign. I did link it below from Brendan Blabber's Twitter. I have been excited. A bunch of my friends have been looking forward to me DMing this, so this doc is kind of nice. Where is the table of content? How do I reopen the table of content? Oh, that's not this one. Nope. Is anyone here better at words than I am? Yep. Nope. Oh. Oh. Oh, I had scrolled over, that's why. Okay, cool. So there we go. I'm getting that official TTRP book. True, you are getting the official TTRP book. Welcome, isn't it? Been waiting for this one, totally not. To try and give you very evil DM. Oh, I love evil DM ideas. Hello? I don't think you're a good DM if you don't have at least some evil ideas. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. But yeah, you guys can hear the background music, right? I think it's a little quiet for you guys, so I'll turn it up a little bit. I think like here. I think it's like audible here. It's audible. Well, I need to get to a point where I can hear it again. There we go. Okay, I think it's audible for you guys now. About like negative 40 decibels, so that's okay. Actually, I need to turn it down for me. It's a little loud for me. I'll turn it down a little bit and then turn it up for you guys. Groovy piano. Yeah, this is one of the. I'm pretty sure this is I used in the video. I'm pretty sure. So there we go. Very groovy piano. Anyway, let's get going. I don't really have too many just straight up ideas. I have a couple that I've been thinking of, but I didn't. Of course, why would I write down any of the like overarching campaign ideas? That's way too easy, right? That makes things way too easy. So you can turn it up or down on your side. True, you can turn it up or down on your side, but then that means you're also turning up or down my voice, you know? So I can just edit it on my side. It's a little bit easier. So, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's get started. Ideas. I need overarching campaign ideas to start. So let's go back and make the bullet point. So, big idea. All right. Rest in peace, Usnavek. He wants to participate in the campaign, but I think this means he's gonna get the big spoilers. So just keep that in mind, little boy, little child. But yeah, big overarching campaign ideas. I definitely want this to take place. Or we'll do like main setting. We'll do setting. Yeah, this will be the setting. Fuck. All right, there we go. Setting. So I want this like time, I guess. I want it to take place like modern day or at least more modern, right? So it's like 2000s. I'll say like 2020 or whatever, 2020s. Let's see. Technology is pretty prevalent. Oh, you're dipping now? Wow, not willing to support your local content creators? Whoa. No, I mean, I'm just giving you a warning, right? Don't come screaming at me when you're like, why is everything spoiled? I warned you ahead of time that I'd be doing this on a stream. But yeah. I think Epithet really does a lot better when it's in like modern day. I kind of struggle thinking of like medieval settings for Epithet. No respect for the indie scene. Yeah, hell no. No respect for the fucking indie scene. Can't believe it. Let's see. I want to have like a good cast of characters, so that's definitely a thing. So what's something in the setting that would give me like a good cast? Well, actually, let's finish the time. So I want it to be like modern day. There's a lot of technology. Works alongside magic. We'll put that in air quotes because it's just like the powers, right? Let's fill this back up. I like the image. No, get rid of this sidebar. Yeah, I can. So now I could do like this. Cool, that looks cleaner. Oh wait, fuck. That fucks with the perspective for you guys. Let me filters. I can just put this as 0 now. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Looks a little better now. Let's see. I don't want to like base it too heavily off of like epithet erased. I think that would make it boring. But I do want. Maybe I'll do like a. I don't know. Let's make a separate bullet point. We'll do like major conflict. We could do like. Well, we'll just put the ideas now, right? Epithet erased, eraser. We could do like copy ability, right? We could do like world domination abilities, right? I think those are all like fun. I want this to be a little bit shorter, so I probably won't do world domination, but like a quick and dirty like copy ability person would be interesting. What is that? I guess where we should probably do where, like place. It'll be like a metropolitan city, metro city, right? I think metro cities make this good. You know, it's a classic like superhero scene, right? Like very, very classic superhero. So I guess it'd be like, well, metro city means it's heavily populated. Copy ability, literally just Kirby. Copy ability, literally Kirby. Perfect. I like the idea. You know, we like Kirby. So imagine if we make Kirby evil, right? Yeah. Okay. Literally Kirby. What if the like trigger for the ability is they have to consume the person? You know, so then we're actually just Kirby, right? That maybe can't literally be Kirby. Maybe that'd be well, if I stream the game or the tabletop campaign, then it's okay, because then I could have it literally be Kirby and no copyright will be coming my way, you know. Have the populated city. Want to have some skyscrapers. I like it. Like it will really just say New York. Just like New York or Chicago or Detroit, like, or LA, right? Not Las Vegas, LA, bitch. Right? Okay. It'll probably be like, I'll make up a city name for it. Like, it's not gonna be based off the actual cities, but you know, it's gonna be. It could be based off of those cities, right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Deadass Kirby just with more ways to consume people. True. Whatever, like, instead of like sucking them, you know, instead of sucking them up into his tummy and spitting them back out, what if it's just like, well, I guess only in Smash does he spit them back out. I guess normally, like, canonically, he doesn't really spit people back out. What if it's just like, yeah, I just have to eat your hand, and then I get like the capabilities of what your hand can do, right? So if your power is based around like something your hand does, then oh, there we go. All right, now we're on to something, right? All right, okay. So like our copy ability guy is a cannibal, right? All right. Hold on. Let's how do I do this? New window? What does that do? Arrange. Oh, that's cool. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what this does. Like, so if I type here, yeah, okay. And I want to go like down. Let's like do characters, right? Let's do characters. Fuck. There we go. Characters. Right? So we have our like BBEGs, and then one is a cannibal, right? Cannibal with copy ability. Bam, right? Power dependent on depend on what part of body he consumes, i.e. if power uses hand, must consume hand. If he consume foot, he get no power. Something like that, right? The epithet for this would probably have to be like, I could see like the epithet, right? So that's like the basis of anime campaign. You have like your quirk, right? So your quirk is just your word. Do you know, Mad Lad, do you know about this system? Because basically it's like you have a word attached to your soul, and that determines your powers, or you're a mundi. You're a muggle, basically. Oh shit, Cannibal Kirby could run a food business, loads of people getting in there. Oh, true. All right, okay, I like it. Runs a food business. We can make it like an underground like cannibal ring too, right? Underground cannibal ring, right? Where like usually you have your underground like trafficking ring, but now we have an underground cannibal ring. That's a little fucked up. I like this. Probably my friends don't find this too grotesque, but like this is kind of fun. You have your underground cannibal ring, right? Is the text too small, by the way, or is that easy to see on the stream? Let me pull up the stream real quick. That's too small. Hey, shut up, Jamie. Shut up, Jamie, of the 10 seconds ago, or 5 or whatever. Oh no, that's easy to see. That's okay. I thought it'd be a little smaller. That's nice. This one. So I don't know the setting exactly, but yeah, it's pretty much just My Hero Academia or Bleach. I don't know about how Bleach works, but I've been told this is basically just quirks like My Hero Academia. But you could also think, fuck, what's the other thing this is very much like based off of? I don't remember. There was something else like that you could. Oh wait, here we go. Like JoJo stands. I think that's what he said in here somewhere. Hold on. Is there when he explains epithets? Yeah, think of JoJo stands from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, or quirks from My Hero Academia, right? Very, very similar to that, where like your power is based off of like this one central idea. You also have your mundis, right? So we can make, this is like epithet users. Oh no, they're called inscribed in the world. That's right, they're called inscribed because the word is inscribed on their soul, right? And then I want to do labop. And then we want to do mundis. Right, those are the muggles basically. Mundis are basically just muggles. This is like another way to write it. Right, okay, cool. All right, back to this guy. If you consume like foot, I didn't even write down the full detail. You get no power. Right, so the epithet would be like, you could do like, you could just do straight up cannibal, right? That's a word. We could do like consume. Devour as another decent word. More Bleach Quincy like then. Some thing of some having a letter word granted them, and then get yeah. Yep, just like that. I didn't watch Bleach, but yeah, it is exactly like that. So like they have it detailed out here, way down below. Page 7 or 8. Yeah, so like this is like what it would look like. So there's an example character sheet, right? So you have your character with the word. You have your talents here where they get to choose, and we'll go through this later, but there's just like a quick like weapon, talent where they choose, and it has like a buffer minus to other stats, and then same with your passive where it has like a cost, and you can pick like, I think it's 3 out of 5. So, and then the talent is like 1 out of 3. And you get a passive. So, but yeah. Omega Finals arcs getting animated, but yeah, this setting is interesting. I really like this setting, it's very cool. I want to watch Bleach at some point, because like Big Sword also is Bleach, so like it's just got a reputation, right? Like Bleach is good, so I want to watch it, and I know it's finished, so like I could binge it. It's just like Bleach is long, right? Like how many episodes does Bleach have? Bleach episode count. Bleach has 366 episodes, right? So a lot of episodes. But it's just good, right? Kind of like how One Piece is just good. Naruto is okay. I mean, it's been long running for a reason, right? But it is okay. Bleach is long. Sometimes filler arcs are longer. What? Filler arcs are longer than actual arcs? That's interesting. I guess that's not too uncommon with the super long running shows though. Like when you really just have to fill dead air, right? Like dead time. It kind of makes sense, right? Depends on how long you have to fill dead air for. So, all right. What's other possible words? Because I want to like the idea that he consumes people is good, right? But I want to see if there's a word I can think of that like interacts with the fact that like he has absorb, right? Absorb, where like he has to absorb them, but he only gets so much power depending on how much he absorbs, right? It's just like a little different than consume. And maybe instead of being a cannibal, maybe he's not a cannibal. Maybe he just like sucks the life force out of you, more like a vampire, right? So, if my friends are uncomfortable with cannibal settings, I think those are all good words. I think that's a good list of words. All right, so, what else would it be, right? Like, would there be other people that have a power like him? I don't think so, because epithets are individualized. Oh wait, that was another like major conflict slash epithet for villain. What if I did like twin epithet, right? Where it's like somebody has powers that mimic somebody else's, but they can't figure out the other epithet, or maybe they do have the same epithet and it's about resolving that issue. That could be interesting. Where it's like not even like there's not even an evil person, it's just like why the fuck, like the consequences of having somebody like have a similar word as you or the same word as you. Because I'd want to create there's not any conflicts in the setting as is, because you just can't, right? You just can't have somebody with the same word as you. But yeah, would the person lose the power here? That's something to consider. Probably, right? If it's associated with the body part. So we could do like person loses power. So I would have to make most characters have like some actions associated with all of their powers, right? That's an issue with this one. So I will like note that as a con so I don't forget that. Con. All powers would need action slash body part associated. For a sec, I thought you meant twin as in they have two different ones at once. Oh, okay, we could do that. So one person inscribed with two epithets. That's also a good idea, right? Like the consequences of having, well, I mean, it's like you have two powers, but again, I'd want to create a conflict where like you can't have two powers, right? This world, that doesn't happen. So imagine if you had two powers. But yeah, that'd be cool as fuck. How do I get rid of the ribbon? There we go. Because I only need the top ribbon, right? Wait, actually does it... Oh, what happened? I hit a button. Oh, I just hit page up. So, oh, okay, so it's not bolded. Okay. I still only really need the one ribbon, because I can just... Okay, cool. Anyway. Yeah, but that could be interesting. Alright, so you create conflicts, like... so this one would be like... Can't use power at the same time. Like, both of them could have, like, can't use power at the same time, right? This one would be like a researcher, right? Would be here. Researcher dissect, for like lack of a better word, dissecting the character. I don't know if I'd make that a playable character. I feel like that'd have to be a playable character if you wanted to do one person with 2 epithets. So, or it'd be like an quote unquote escort quest. Could be if someone has 2 different powers, they'll be destroying themselves because of it. Oh, yeah. 2 different powers. Can't use power at the same time. So the cost of the power is higher, right? We could basically say that, where like, i.e. drains life force. If you've watched Epithet Erase, which I'm assuming you haven't, Epithet Erase is a great like the original creator of this system used Epithet, made a series called Epithet Erased on YouTube. It's very cool. So i.e. The fragile word, i.e. fragile, right? So the character had fragile as the epithet. Minor spoiler, fragile as the epithet, and she would just like break herself every time she would make something else more fragile, basically. I would go into too much more detail because that's a spoiler, but just a little teaser. But fragile is really cool. Cost of each power. I think we could do something interesting too, like is inscribed can't use power for X reason. That'd be interesting. I don't think I ever figured out what dual crests were in 3 houses now that you mention it. I know. I think I do. Nah, maybe not. I don't remember. It's been too long. I need to go back and play 3 houses. Alright, so this is a good list of like major conflicts. I like the cannibal one. That one just really stuck with me at first, so that's pretty cool. I should probably hold on really quick. Augers. Hey y'all. I'm starting to work on the campaign setting now. If you would like, start thinking up. We work on them on stream to give some ideas of powers, taxes, etc. Alright, cool. Updated the group that wanted to play this, so we're chilling. We're maxing, relaxing, vibing, and thriving, you know. Alright, back to this tab and this tab, I think. Yeah, these 2 tabs. It's just like 2 characters have to crest and are doomed to die young because that shouldn't happen. Oh, okay. So I can do that then. So we'll like 3 houses, three houses doomed to die young because it's literally not supposed to be possible. Cool, something like that. Cool. We're vibing, we're thriving. Let's go. Alright, that's cool. So we got some like major conflicts. I need to think of like some I'd have to like strip out some characters. I don't know if I want to do that right now. I don't want to like strip out like the world more. So let's do the world more. All right, so let's do a little bit more of the world. So Metro City. We'll call the city. I need a name for a city. Well, let's choose. What if we choose a conflict? Let's just say we're choosing the cannibal. It's rough. Pretty generic. Well, I could think of like a generic city name. What's a Latin word for like name? I can do that. Latin word for nomen. So we could do something like with like a word play on nomen. That'd be cool. Cause like epithets are like kind of like a word that like names you, right? Not in the sense of like, not in the sense of like it's your actual name, what people call you, but like it's a word that's associated with you and your power, right? So if somebody knows your epithet, then they know your power, right? Nomen. Nomen City. Nomenclature city, maybe. I like the word nomenclature, though it's associated with science for me. That's all I've really ever done with it. But I like it. Nomenclature. Nomen city. No men city. There's no men here. Sorry, not sorry. Nomen city. Nominal city. Inscription city. Ah, I'm a little tired already. What the heck? It's like the start of the day. I'm already feeling tired. I need to change this to this right here. Alright, anyway, back to this. Let's change up the music. I want this one. Which one was the one I really liked? Is it this one? Maybe it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. There we go. I like this one a lot. This is like one of my favorites when I added it into the video. I was very happy with it. Okay. This is probably something I'm not going to be working with. I don't know if I'm going to do the collectibles. I'm trying to think. Probably won't work with most of the extra rules. Let's see. Tips for being a game master. Design a campaign for idiots. I like that. Combat will always take at least 40. Yeah, that's a very fair rule. I always very much like his the tips here because they're always basically just like, and make sure you're having fun. Don't like stick too hard to the rules if it means you can just have more fun not sticking to the rules. I think it's a very good good rule of thumb to have. Oh, why am I so tired all of a sudden? I had a good night's sleep. Bit of a stretch, but bear with me on this one. All right, I'm Baron. I'm Baron, the bearer of bad news, or the good news. Sorry, not bad news. Bearer of good news. Oh wait, perfect. Yeah, let's focus on the epithets which would be inscribed onto people. Then the city could be named Calamum, which is apparently. Oh, wait, really? Pen. Oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. I like that. I think I want to rework Calamum a little bit. Why did my Spotify come up just now? What was that? I think I want to rework that name a little bit, but that'd be pretty fucking cool. Where did I got this one? There we go. Okay. No, Nomen. Let's do Nomen. Calamum. I want to rework this a little bit. It would be like Callum. It might just be like Callum. I like rework it just to Callum. Calalum. Calalum. Just have another L instead of a second M. Like, presumably, I will also say, presumably, like, this city is not the only place where the powers exist. Like, the powers exist, like, in the world, right? The entirety of the world. But, I mean, I think it would be cool if I named the city based off of the fact that they're inscribed and stuff. Inscription city. Why am I yawning so much all of a sudden? I've only been streaming for 30 minutes. I don't want to take a nap.
leave that there though. I think I like Calamum. I think Calamum doesn't sound bad. I will leave that there. Alright, I want to have the structure of the city. So there's gonna be a mayor of the city, like, or there would be like a very minor government. Hey, minor government as in like there is one. I just don't really want to get into the details of what the government does too much. But there is one, and they have a role. Your brain went from Unga Bunga to Big Think real fast. It did go from Unga Bunga to Big Think real fast. Minor government. What else I want to do? I don't want to stop yawning. Maybe it's because I just had lunch. Anyway, minor government. How much do I want the police force to be involved? I think that's something to consider, right? Because it's modern day. Like, you can't just have vigilantes everywhere, right? So I want to have a police force. Unfortunately, that will start to become like a little bit like epithet erased, but police force. Maybe I won't have like the main police person be a ditz, or not ditz, but like ditzy, but with a power that's very strong. I'm gonna police force. I'll have him be like very involved, either trying to stop vigilantes, if my players even decide to be vigilantes, or helping alongside the captured bad guy, right? Speaking of, for the cannibal, like, yeah, it's illegal to like cannibalize, right? But I also, maybe I want to give him other crimes. I think he's probably fine where he is. A cannibal that runs like a food business. Let's say food chain, right? It's a whole food chain. I'm really like sticking to this cannibal idea. I really like this food chain. We call the food chain like kind of like Commissioner Gordon. I don't know what that means, but probably. I don't know who that is though. I don't know what game that's from. I probably should. I'm probably just not recognizing it. Funny name for cannibal food chain. The police dude who begrudgingly helps out. Probably that. Yeah, probably like that. Very similar to that. I don't know if begrudgingly would be like would fit my tone, but very similar to that. I was definitely like, they definitely don't necessarily want to be helping vigilantes, but like also the vigilantes are stopping like crimes that are probably bigger than they can handle, so like they're forced to help the vigilantes, or at least deal with having the vigilantes around. I mean, I could do something like eat yourself. Oh wait, hold on, this is something. I'm dumb. Is it all humans or not? Races. What races do I want? Why is this a red bar? Huh? What the heck? I can't type now. What happened? Did I enter review mode? Oh, I did somehow. Reject. What the hell? Oh. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what happened there, but regardless. What races do I want? You have cyborgs? I think cyborgs would be cool. I think cyborgs would be very fitting, right? You could have cyborgs that are like artificially inscribed, right? Artificially inscribed. I think that would be cool. That's not a bad thing. It's just kind of like a side thing that happened, you know, like you have people that were created. Maybe the modern day thing is just like 2000s. We'll just say 2000s in general, because so it could be like 2100s, 2200s, whatever. Artificially inscribed, that'd be cool.
Okay, sit up a little bit. Maybe that'll help me stop yawning. Jesus Christ. Oh wait.
I just bit my tongue in the back somehow. That kind of hurt. Do I want to have fantasy races? I think fantasy races are okay. Fantasy race is fine. I think that'd be fun. Just have some fantasy races. I want to add anything else. Think so. Oh, I should probably say cyborgs slash androids, because I think like cyborgs are technically like humans with like oh wait, that could be like a plot point, right? Where it's like you have inscribed and then you have your artificially inscribed. That could be a plot point. Artificially inscribed people. That could be a fun plot point. People that are artificially inscribed and then like they don't get along with the people that have epithets, right? Because they're like, oh, I'm better than you because I have power that, you know, I can modify. You don't have power that you can modify, that kind of thing. Yeah, so yeah, cyborgs and androids. I'd probably end up having both, right? So you have your cyborgs that are some like a prosthetic. Like people with prosthetics are technically cyborgs, right? But I would probably have like higher tech than that. Probably a little more high tech than that. And then I have androids, right? So cyborgs slash androids. So I'd probably have both. Yeah, no, I think I'm happy with that. I don't think I want to have alien races. I think we'll exclude that. Cyborg rights? Yeah, cyborg rights would be very interesting, right? Where it's like they're fully inscribed. I think I would probably lean towards cyborgs already have rights. But it'd be like it's cold. Why is it so cold? Cyborgs have rights, right? But like maybe some of the inscribed don't want them to have rights, or maybe the inscribed just want some more equality, right? Because maybe the cyborgs have been getting treated better just because they can modulate their powers. And then one day, and you have your very classic, like one day, like some cyborg goes out of control and takes all the other cyborgs' powers or something, and then only the inscribed can come and help, but now the inscribed don't want help because, like, how the fuck would I help the cyborgs if people have been fucking bullying me forever? For like years. That could be interesting. So we have people that are like power modulated, everybody becomes inscribed. One day all powers are lost from cyborg parts only. Plot is to solve that issue and get people's power back. Why the fuck would the inscribed wanna help the cyborgs who have been bullying them? Right. Not necessarily bullying with something like that. I mean, as in them existing. Oh, they could be dope. There's some who got their prosthetics because of cannibal. Yo! And then we have intersecting plot point. Maybe it was Cannibal Kirby the entire time that got rid of other people's powers. Because he got mad with power. He was like, I have all the fucking inscribed powers. Why did the fucking cybernetic people get a gonna have more rice than I do, kind of thing. Okay, that could be fun in a second plot point where it's like the campaign could continue if people want it to, but like here's like plot 1 resolved, side plot 2, something like that. Why do I already want to nap? God damn. Yeah, I really already want to take a nap. But we gotta keep going. I haven't even streamed for an hour yet. I at least wanted to hit an hour. I wanted to go to 2, but we'll see how long it takes to stop before 2. If I could make characters right now, this would be a lot easier. Like as in like my my players' characters. Because I kind of want to make the like villains on my own. Just on the off case that one of my players does show up, and then I'm like, well, I don't want them to see at least a villain, right? That'd be boring. So I don't know. It'd be nice if I had some players with ideas already, but we'll see. Da 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 da. Been plotting a novel for like a year or so. I'm all into this kind of concept setup and character writing. I love this kind of stuff. This is like probably one of my favorite parts about writing campaigns. It's just like getting like all the setup and stuff. Let's see. Let's just expand on one of them. Let's expand on the cannibal one. Let's do that. The cannibal campaign. Let's do that. So overarching plot, we already have like some of the major like details up there. So we have name. We'll have cannibal name who runs a food chain. Right. Where my bullet points go? What? Oh, right. Bam. Alright, there we go. Cannibal who runs a food chain. Coolio. What would a name for the restaurant chain be? I don't know, eat yourself. That could be like the that could be like the like logo, right? Or the slogan. Eat yourself. This needs to be like revised, but I want something along those lines. I don't like that line. I want to rework that line, but I just can't. I don't know. It has to be something along the lines of that, though, right? Like, where it's like it's kind of an obvious kind of little like teaser, but I just don't want to have it there, right? What? I don't think I want. I don't know, I can't think of a name. But it could even just be like a normal food chain, actually. Maybe it could be like normal food chain. CEO / just owner recently got changed to Kirby. to cannibal. I don't know why I put creepy there. Maybe something like Glutton Gus could work for a name. Glutton Gus could be interesting. Where the Glutton Gus. We'll do that for now. I don't think I think I wanted to have changed to him. I don't think it makes sense for like a guy to get away that long with like being a cannibal, like in essentially the public eye. I think that's a plot hole I wouldn't be willing to try and cover up. So it could be like recently attained by him. And we could do like business had been in shaky water recently until pick up by cannibal. And then it could be like boomed a little again, back on its feet. Cannibal ring is really what's keeping it going. The people that help provide his food also help provide the like funds slash stocks slash support for main company. Something like that, right? Good point. Actually, would make sense that he's a new boss, possibly from out of town. Yeah, I definitely want to have it that way. It doesn't necessarily need to be out of town, but he definitely needs to be new. Definitely needs to be new. Right? And maybe even the cannibal ring. The ring existed before the chain acquisition. Only got stronger and bigger since. And it could be like the ring itself is a trafficking ring, but he takes some of the people for himself to eat and pays high prices for inscribed. Something like that, right? But like it is still a trafficking ring, because it doesn't make sense to just have a straight up cannibal ring. Like there's not that many cannibals in the world, I don't think. I think it makes more sense for him to just be a trafficker, like a human trafficker. But the reason he takes in people isn't for like slaves or anything. It's he takes them to eat them, right? To consume them. Oh, that could be like one of his cons, right? Where like so it's like even if he can't eat someone for, no, I'd be like normal food doesn't give him nutrition, right? Normal food doesn't provide much nutritional value for him. Essentially forced to eat other humans. What's the word for like self-cannibalism? There's a word for that, isn't it? Like there's a like auto-cannibalism. Is that the word? Is it actually just called auto-cannibalism? Auto-sarcophagi? Is apparently a word. Word for self-cannibalism. I'm definitely on a watch list now if I haven't been on it before. Yeah, I think it's just auto-sarcophagi, I guess. It is auto-cannibalism? Okay. Maybe I'll have that like this is like a auto-cannibalism is like his like backup plan, right? Is backup plan. Backup for himself. Morbid sympathetic side, love it. Yeah. Morbid sympathetic, like where it's like because now like he can't get nutrition from normal food, right? He gets some nutritional value, but the amount he has to eat is just so like absurd that like there's no feasible way for there's not a feasible way for him to like consume that much food, right? Like maybe nowadays, now that he's like a capitalist lord, right? But like if you get rid of his business, he's gonna die again. He's gonna be forced to eat himself again, right? In which case, like, I don't know, something interesting, right? Wave to get nutrition, or only way for him to survive as a complete backup, right? Where it's like technically he would live if he ate himself, but he wouldn't exactly be thriving, right? It's kind of just at like a net neutral state, something like that. Also be a good way to show that epithets aren't all happy fun time. Oh yeah, I don't want them to be all happy fun time, right? I want the tone to be mostly fun until we get to like the truth behind like this guy, right? I think that's kind of my like the idea for my tone, where it's like, yeah, it is a fun thing, right? It is going to be a mostly fun campaign, but then we get to this guy and it's like, oh, there are epithets that force you to be evil. Because I think that's how like most of the like quirks and stands also do it, right? Where it's like, I guess it doesn't force you to be evil, but it's just like it's much easier to do evil deeds, something like that. So I haven't watched JoJo or My Hero Academia, so I probably should, but that would probably help a little bit with this. I live for these villain setups. I love these villain setups. I love them. Where like you almost want to feel sympathy for them, right? You almost want to feel sympathy for them, but like because they've been forced into a situation, but like you don't really want to, right? Because of how terrible it is that they have to do it, right? Because at the end of the day, like he is a human trafficker and he is a cannibal, two things that are pretty fucked up, right? But like he does it because he's forced to live. Oh my god, what was it like for him growing up then? Ooh, it's like backstory. I need a backstory for him, like quick backstory. Parents sacrificed themselves for him. Easy fucking backstory, right? Where it's like, growing up, parents would do their best to stay healthy enough to chop off their own body parts to feed him very slowly. Sanyos are also instinctively drawn to each other. I see. So in this setting, they wouldn't be. Like Mundies are like 75% of the world, I think, and then epithets or inscribed are like 25%, something like that. I think. Maybe it's 50-50. I might be wrong about that. And even I could even change the mix myself, and I think I probably will. But I think like Brendan said it was like every 1 in 4 or some shit. One in every 30 to 50 people is an epithet user. Each school classroom probably has at least one epithet user in each class. There we go. So, yeah. So actually, in that case, they probably are drawn to each other. That's because there's so few of them. Never mind. I think it just works, and I think the story probably just works out better that way. But Mondays do get a function here. Mondays do get a function here, which is very cool. All right. So you know what does the Quran says? The Quran? Like the Quran, like the Islamic. It's a joke to say that you do know about coding. I don't know about coding. I know nothing about coding. Welcome, Kun. What's going on? I hope you're having a good day. What's going on, Kun? Could also be that his family couldn't afford much food anyway, so they had to. Oh, that's a good way to reveal the epithet, like in a backstory. Family couldn't afford food much in the first place, possibly. And maybe he lived in log cabin in woods off of city. Missing people reports never yielded much to the police. There we go. Now we're thinking, right? One day police find log cabin, parents are dead, child nowhere to be found. But there are no legal docs about the child because they were in hiding, right? They were in hiding. Just came back from a friend's house. Hell yeah! Sounds like you've been having a good day then. We're making a campaign setting here. It's a little dark. It's a little dark. All right, the main villain's a cannibal, but like trust me, it's supposed to still be fun. we're not making character, we're making a whole campaign setting. So campaign setting is based off of this Brendan Blabber's anime campaign, also known as Epithet. So yeah, it's kind of chilling. We are making a character, but it's like we're making the like main evil villain, right? There's a backstory for the main evil villain, so I think it's very, very cool. I think this is like a very, very cool backstory right here, right? Like the family was so poor they went into hiding because they were cannibals, right? And then the parents find out the child has powers based off of being a cannibal. Maybe they could have already been poor even before, right? It would probably make sense. Otherwise the kid would probably die if they were like forced to eat food. And like it just wasn't enough nutrition. So yeah, something like that, right? Got to be of help? Hell yeah. This was fucking cool. I'm like, it's dark. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking dark, but it's really fucking cool still. I'm really liking it. All right, cool. Back to this. Yeah, this could be like a really short campaign. Not necessarily one session, but I think it could be a handful of sessions and it would be like pretty much done. So, yeah. If you want to follow along in the doc, if you want to start reading up on the system itself, the link is in the description. If you want it. But yeah. All right. So how do you become a citizen, right? Got it. One day, taken in by some rich guy, right? Epithet was like copy ability, or not copy, but like clone. No, not clone. Like disguise ability, right? Or some shit, right? Kid was fucking hungry, right? Ate the person that took him in, and then gained his ability. He needs a way to gain knowledge. He doesn't have a way to like gain knowledge about the world. Well, he might know. Maybe he grew up enough with his family, right? Are dead and massacred. Something like that. No. Kid was fucking hungry. Told truth to rich guy. Rich guy saw potential. Started feeding him. There we go. Here we go. Basic education. Yes. So he did still get a basic education from his family. I think that'll be fine. I do want it to be probably more like this guy was like, this kid has got actual like literal potential, right? Because like I can use him for my own games, and then one day he gets eaten. Maybe this guy that took him in, CEO / owner of food chain cannibal later took over as his son that he never had, right? An heir to the throne type thing. I spelled heir wrong. Heir to the throne. Oh, definitely the reason he got into the cannibal ring. Definitely the reason the kid got into the cannibal ring. This guy helped him, right? And now we're making a political commentary on how terrible fucking CEOs and capitalist people are, right? Now we're making a commentary on the world. But yeah, I think this is good as is now. Like, yeah, I can flesh out the details a lot more. Like, all the details could be fleshed out a lot more, but that's a really good base for a character, I think, for a really good evil villain. Like morally, very like almost morally ambiguous, right? Where it's like there's definitely a side you still want to stand on, but like it's a lot more morally ambiguous than like it comes off as a surface, right? So that's really, really cool.
Again, very fucked up. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a little screwy in the head if I'm thinking of this, but that's okay. I don't want to get into details of the government. So anyway, here's the corruption of the upper class. Hey. It's a reference to the corruption of the upper class. I didn't make any like explicit words, right? You know, I didn't say anything explicitly. I was just like, here's a possible potential political commentary in the form of a D&D campaign or of a anime campaign. You know? Bam. Easy. Okay. So I need like a very, very minor way here to like introduce characters, right? Because like I don't have any of the characters made yet. None of the players have made characters. Like this is a very not necessarily I'd say personal thing that needs to go on. Because let's go to character creation. There we go. Because you have to it is kind of like the player and the GM has to work together on it. But play character. Yeah, so like they can have like a character backstory. Hiccups. All right, we're good. I just drank a bunch of water and muted my mic while it happened. In the off chance that I started like coughing a ton when I drink water. So, but yeah, I have to come up with like unique abilities and perks for like every individual character, which means it's kind of hard to like introduce people as is. But I want to like very simple, right? So we could have, maybe probably not just one of the characters be a worker at like at one of the restaurants, right? Character or player character PC introductions. PC intros. Working at one of the chains, you know, they could be working at one of the chains, right? But you want it to be real anime, could be these upcoming vigilantes hear about some missing oh, true. Always good, right? So it's like the up and coming heroes, right? Hear the news about more and more missing persons, right? And like you said, namely epithet, and namely we could do like quote unquote big name epithets, right? Or it's like they weren't necessarily like big names, right? Because they got taken down pretty easily, but they were well known enough, right? So big name epithets got taken down, right? Body is entirely missing, right? Something like that. So we can do that. And then we could have like a detail like cannibal ring here, or trafficking ring got a little more traction here or something, right? Something like that. And that's why like it got picked up a little more. Whereas like the amount of like missing persons wasn't like too many. I'd also have to think about how often this guy needs to eat, right? Where like, obviously I don't want him to like consume an entire person every single day. That's like ridiculous, right? But maybe it's like a person a month or a person every other month. Like the equivalent of like that much, that's how much he needs to eat, like of a person in a month. Like maybe half a person a month, right? The equivalent. But the less he eats, the more of like his own power consumes himself. Right, so we could do like where did I put that? I.e. the less he eats, the more he must consume himself, either in terms of future, of eating his own future, or literally eating parts of his own body. Something like that, right? I think that's good. Oh, I need to make the note. Maybe he only needs to eat
equivalent of one person every 1 to 2 months, something like that, right? Yeah, I think a person a month for as a bare minimum sounds pretty safe. Wait, why is my reactive image not working anymore? Oh, whoopsie. I think a person a month sounds pretty fair as a bare minimum. That way it's like it's not like so many people that like it's like they have to be on the case at all times, but it's like enough where like most people are still like thinking about it, right? Where it's like it's kind of like serial killer mentality, right? Where like this has been going on a while, they don't know what to do, but it just keeps happening, right? It just keeps happening. Maybe I want to have it one every other person then, because like we're assuming this guy is like in his like 30s, right? Like he's a CEO of a company. This guy's in his 30s, which means he's eaten like a total of 30 times 12 people, which is 300 to 400 people. So maybe it's like half of that, right? So it's like he eats 6 a year and he's at least 30. Yeah, so about 180 people, 200 people, something like that, right? And maybe if they're like epithets, he has to eat less, something like that. If they have an epithet, he needs to eat less, something like that, right? Where did I get that number? Wait a second, that seems wrong. 6 people a year times 30. No, that's right. That's right. Something like that though. And I guess like he wouldn't have even eaten 200. He would have eaten less growing up, right? His parents might have helped him out. His parents also cannibals, but like they can only find so many people, right? And maybe he like his backup, like his personal backup, like instead of like eating himself, where like that's his like his powers backup. His personal backup is like he goes left and like visits like an offshore country or something and just like eats like a really small tribe or something like that. So personal backup eats people in some offshore small island or some shit. It's something like that. Because 180 people, well, let's say like he's only been eating like actively consuming people for 20 years, right? If he's 30, he's only been doing it for 20 years. I got up to the age of 10. And some of those would have been trafficked from outside, right? So let's say like 90 people in the city have gone missing, 50 to 90 people, something like that, right? So I think that's a fair number at that point. Or like over the course of 10 years, 50 to 90 people have just straight up gone missing, like no body, nothing. All right, campaign setting. Back to that. We could also do like one of the PC characters, like insert family member here, goes missing. All right, something like that. All right, that could very easily drag people in. Personal quest, of course. Personal quests are really easy ways to introduce the party, right? At least one character in the party, right? And then it's a little bit easier to pull in the rest of the party after you've got one. I think like other like possibilities, right? Because the more I have, the easier it'll be to like draw people together, right? Like all 3 of these so far are pretty easy, right? One of them's working at the chain, they'd meet up like when people are doing investigations. So like that's very easily like both of these, right? Maybe one person is working, like one is a detective on the case from the police force, right? And now it's a lot easier to draw in the police force. Okay, cool. I like that. One is a criminal in the like human trafficking, but doesn't like the upsurge another character that maybe is in it because they were forced to be. Another character is one of the people that got trafficked, right? Person in the trafficking ring as a victim, right? Something like that too, right? I'm assuming most of my like players want to be like leaning towards the good side in terms of alignment, so that's why it's like that criminal one is a little harder. So I have to make it so like they were forced into it somehow, like first to work there, and then obviously not too hard to make it so like person that was a trafficking ring victim, right? I think that's a good list of ways to introduce people. I think that's good. I think that's good. I think that's real good. Let's see, what else could I include just for this example as is. Person is securing a victim, so maybe they got other character family members in the ring and most likely eaten. Oh, so like one's a supplier, right? Someone is a criminal, so one's a supplier. Like supplier offshoot, like supplier. I can just put that as a note, right? But it's like they're still in the ring technically. They're still part of the ring, but they're the supplier instead of the people doing the actual trafficking, right? Supplier that's related to a trafficker, and then the offshoot of that, I think maybe this is what you were thinking, like relative of someone in the trafficking ring that finds out about the ring, like oh my god, my uncle twice removed is part of the trafficking ring. Oh my god, yeah, like something like that, right? Maybe that's more along the lines of what you were thinking. Or like they were completely not a part of it until they just happened to see it one day, and then like that person was like, oh, get the fuck in here, like you either work with me or I'm sending you off, kind of thing, right? So now they're forced to work. Something like that. You know too much type scenario. Oh, way to make it even more morally ambiguous. But you go back to the cannibal. Maybe this guy is actually a really nice person, right? Maybe he like treats his victims really well. He's like, I will give you anything you want for like the next like month or something, right? Or like next week or next 2 weeks or whatever. Even more morally ambiguous, right? Moral ambiguity. Treats his victims as kindly as possible. Basically, person A's younger sister got eaten, and person B is the reason she was taken. Oh, okay, I like that. I'm just gonna put that in a word for word. Otherwise, I'll just not word it correctly, I feel like. There we go. Something like that. All right. Anyway, back to the moral ambiguity. Treats his victim as kindly as possible. He knows what he is doing is wrong. He does his best to mend his ways. Especially since these people are trafficking victims. Yeah? Okay, like I love moral ambiguity. Moral ambiguity is so fun. Oh man. Okay. Anyway, I will be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Gamers, I'm back. What's poppin', gamers? Alright, anyway. Back to this. Also love the idea that the BBEG is a nice dude. Like, he doesn't enjoy what he has to do, but he justifies it a bit. Yeah, like, I think that makes it a lot better than just like your main villain is just a straight up cannibal. Like, no, I think like the fact that like he has to do it and he's forced to do it to live, but like he doesn't want to do it is great, right? I think that makes it a lot more realistic too, right? Because like imagine like you're just born into this world, right? Your parents are doing their best to take care of you. They don't get why you're basically constantly malnourished, and then they figure it out one day. They don't know what to do. Like your parents wouldn't know what to do, right? And then you're getting around in the world. This guy like grows up, who like treats you, like is using you, right? Because he knows you're a cannibal, but you can absorb powers. You don't want to do that. You probably still, like as a kid, probably don't want to do that. You grow up and you learn, and then maybe that's why he dies, you know? Hey, he's not a psychopath. He's educated, right? He's not a psychopath. Oh, maybe that's why the CEO dies, the original one. Where did I put that? I'll put that in here someday, right? He killed the old CEO because the old CEO was straight up evil. Something like that, right? And then I'll just put like details like not all his victims understand, but the ones that do maybe aren't so mad / sad about being eaten. Always make sure they are, and I'll put this as a detail, right? Always make sure his victims die painless and quick death. Quick and painless death. I don't know why I put it backwards, but I did, right? And then maybe like when they run into them, maybe first time PCs find him, he's just having a normal dinner with his victim, right? And the victim is fully aware and is willing to be eaten. Yeah, he just has necessary evils, right? He has to keep the unwilling traffickers under order. Yeah, so the ones that aren't willing, he still has to eat them. He still has to live, right? Like yeah, like maybe some people are like, no, he can just kill himself. Like, but why is that any better than like him killing somebody else to live, right? Why is him dying at the cost of other lives better than other people dying at the cost of his life, right? Morally ambiguous. Yeah, so like some of the people he just straight up kills because they don't get it and they try to fight back, and then he does it because he has to, right? Because he's an empathetic user. He's inscribed. He's powerful, right? He's not powerful. He's absorbed, I don't know, like we'll say like 5 powers at the time, you know, right? Let's say like he's eaten 50 to 90 people. We'll say, I think that's fair to say like 1 to 5 powers. Right? First time the PCs run into him, normal dinner with his victim's fully aware and willing to be eaten. Like, what the fuck do you do? As the vigilante, what the fuck do you do? Right? As the player character, what do you do? Do you fight the guy? Do you report him to police? But what does the police do? Do you save the victim? But the victim doesn't mind, right? They're like, I understand, and maybe the victim's life wasn't a good life. They're a fucking victim of trafficking, right? So maybe they're like, you know what, this is a good way to go out. Like, yes, being free is an option, but if being free is not an option, this is not a terrible way to go out, kind of thing. Because they're going out helping somebody. Yeah, violence is the last option is 100% the move. Violence as last option. Maybe usually only happens with completely unwilling victims. Treats them well. Maybe, and like maybe a handful of the like trafficking victims know like he's a good guy at heart, right? Maybe they know that like even though they don't see the person come out on the other side, they're like, oh, they're free. Maybe that's what he tells the victims too, like, hey, I'll free you, you know, you'll be free if you go with me, kind of thing. So I don't know, hit them well, luxury and luxury and shit, you know, stuff like that. think I like that. I think I like that. I just love moral ambiguity. Moral ambiguity is so, like, having a moral decision for the characters to make between what is right and what is wrong, based on what like is their own preconceived notions, is like so much better, you know. And maybe like the whole time as they're like researching, they find like good and bad things about the guy, and they get there, they're like, oh no, he's a cannibal, you know. Maybe all the good things are lies, but like none of the good things are lies. Maybe they all were like truth, and they get there and they find out and they're like, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck. You know, BBEG is not accurate for this guy anymore. He's not a big bad evil guy. He's just a big guy that does evil things. Oh, I'm kind of sad for my own character now. I'm actually kind of sad for my own fucking character now. He's an he's an antagonist, but he's not necessarily evil. All right, okay, let's make a character sheet for him. I know, let's do that. We will save this and we'll open a new doc real quick. I think that's the move. So let me turn off this just in the off chance that like something comes up that like I don't want you guys to see. New blank file, save as. And Glutton Gus will just be the like placeholder name for now, because I kind of like Glutton Gus, but it makes him sound a little more evil than he actually is. So alright, and then I can do this again, and we're back. And we'll take this back to normal read-only mode, something like this. This is fine. And I'll move myself so you guys can see it a little better. Oh, hold on, I'll fix this real quick. Yeah. Oh, nope. Oh, fuck. Something like that. There we go. This is better. I can work with this a lot easier. Like that. Yeah. Alright, so let me just fucking name. Right, we'll do name here. We'll do stamina, X movement speed, epithet. I don't remember what the number next to the epithet meant. Is that your proficiency or is that the stamina score? Oh, that's a level. Okay, so we have epithet, and then this being the level. Right, essentially. Class, weapon, talents, 1. Two, 3. And I want it to be like this, same format. And this can be, oh, I didn't even, this is fucking 3. And something like this. Passive. Delete everything here again.
Do I want to give him the ability to eat in combat? That'll be interesting. I'll have to think about that.
I will have to think about that. There we go.
I think that's quite good, and we'll save this real quick as like blank care sheet. Oh, you guys can see it, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay.
But I have to exit out of this, right? There we go.
Cool.
If you do, maybe a small heal if he wins a throw. Oh, that'll be interesting.
Alright, first off, name. Maybe it's just gonna be like a normal name, like Joe Bob Joe. Not actually Joe Bob Joe, but something like that, right? Where it's just like an actually like generic name. Something like that. I think I want to do he's probably like an average set build, right? He doesn't eat a lot because he can't, so we're gonna do like 5 movement with plus 15 to stamina. How do I decide his stamina? Stamina roll plus movement. Okay, so base stamina. Let's do that real quick. I want him to have a like pretty high amount of stamina because he is going to be a boss. Maybe I just make it like 35. I think that's 20 plus 15 plus, so 40, I think, something like that. Okay, stamina plus 4 movement. So his name won't be Yimli. Gotcha. His name might be Yimli. Maybe it will be Yimli. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. There we go. That's a little nicer. How would this be? There we go. I like that. That looks so much cleaner. All right. Oh wait, I need to have these back to empty. I want to save it as save file, save as. Okay. God. Ah. All right, that's fine. We'll just do it this way. We'll do Cannibal BBG. Save. Efficiency score. Oh wait, here's a blank character sheet. I feel kind of dumb. On all these up 1, so that's 14, 12. There we go. This existing file. I was like, I thought there was a blank one, but I couldn't fucking find it. Found it. All right, cool. Well, we know his epithet and core word. It's gonna be we'll do consume, because I think the word consume doesn't necessarily like scream evil to me, but it doesn't scream good either, right? And then I'll just make this like D20 for now, because I don't want to roll it right now. I'm kind of lazy. Oh, they leave the word epithet here. I definitely want him to still be medium built, right? And I'll just give him D20 again, as in I need to roll it still, so I remind myself I need to roll it. Think of a class name. What's his class name? Let's put CEO for the time being, I think, because I want him to be CEO, like a boss. Boss? Class boss? Class leader? Class benevolent leader? Something like that. I like that. Benevolent leader. Yeah, consume is pretty neutral, so I think consume is good. Consume. Why is it? Okay, I think I keep accidentally muting myself every time I hit the backspace button. I don't know what weapon I want to give him yet. That would be interesting though. I wanted to have like, I think his ability is going to be relatively powerful because of the fact that he'll have other abilities, right? I don't know how I'm going to put that in the system. Wait. Oh, maybe I could just have him like his passive could be like consume, right? And it'll be like outside of combat or something. And he'll get extra abilities. And then the cost will be forced to consume human, or not human flesh, just like, actually, he'll be a human, so he has to cannibalize other humans. But it'll maybe let's put humanoid instead. Humanoid. Must consume humanoid / sentient beings. Something like that. Humanoid sentient beings. Or that'll be a combination, right? The things he consumes must be humanoid and sentient. Something like that. Something like that. It's very hard to distinguish, right? Because if I want him to be able to consume anybody in the world, and the world has fantasy creatures, then I might have to just make it humanoid instead of human. But then like fantasy races aren't all humanoid, right? So it'll just be like, but I can't do sentient either. Well, I could do sentient probably. But I think I'll just keep it at cannibal. Maybe just force him to only eat his own race. He'll eat other humans. Yeah, I'll probably have to be that way. So we'll do I want an interesting passive name, so like cannibal. It'll be something cannibal for sure. Organic cannibal. Well, organic could mean a lot of things too, right? Because anything that's like quote unquote carbon based, but anything that lives, right? So plants would technically be organic. Organic cannibal could be the name of the passive though. Something like that, right? And then, well, it could be during combat, but every time name eats, they must eat something of their race, something like that, right? Not every time. Blank must eat any other food does not provide nutritional value to them. Organic for the cost, like androids. Oh, true. Okay. So then, well, I don't need that. Cannibal something. Organic cannibal. Actually, organic cannibal still sounds kind of cool. Yeah, I don't want them to be able to consume androids, so it has to be. So I think I'll just keep it to their own race then, right? Because that would exclude androids as well. Like it would include cyborgs, but eating the metallic part of the cyborg won't provide a power, right? Actually, I will reword this. Anytime blank eats name eats an inscribed of the same race, they gain that person's power if they consume the relevant body part. Must eat organic life forms. See, again, the issue with organic life forms like includes things like plants, includes things like cows and rabbits, right? So it includes just like normal food. So that's why I might just keep it to the same race. Because I don't want to get into the debate about whether those things are sentient or not. So it'll just be like, you have to consume your race, right? Because organic life forms really does mean you can just eat like normal. Also not willing to have the debate about like whether or not it's right to eat human animals or eat like animals or not. So just keep it race. I think that'll be okay. And I'll put like, maybe put like human here. Keep it simple is a good move. Yeah, like it'll just be easier that way, I think. So I don't want to get, because I really don't want to get into that debate, especially like functionality wise, right? Like what's stopping him from eating a cow then if he can still gain nutritional value from a cow? Well, a cow is an animal. And then people are gonna be like, well, what if I decide to play a cow, right? And then like things just get weird, right? Because I included like fantasy races. I think that's the main issue. If I didn't include fantasy races, that'd be fine, right? For the most part. But I think it's the fact that I included fantasy races. So if a power does not have a related body part, consuming the head/brain will give the power. Right? So for example, i.e. consuming and for someone that gains bonuses to martial arts, consuming head of someone that has ESP, right, or something like that, right? Right, where like a martial artist uses their hands to fight, so if you consume a hand, you gain an ability, maybe. Someone that has an ESP related power, you gain an ability off of it. They gain that person, one of that person's abilities. One of that person's abilities. The only thing name can consume for nutritional value is humans. In this case, at least, right? Because I made him human. Any conventional food does not provide nutritional value. What was the other thing I said for him? Oh, right. He is able to eat himself to like slow down the effects of hunger, essentially, right? Of starvation, right? Because like I think like he still has to eat, right? Because like it would make no sense if he could just infinitely eat himself. He does regrow any body part of himself. He eats slowly. Kind of like whatever amphibian or reptile does that, I think. Even though there's a handful that can. I think that's good. I'll say hand or foot for this one, right? Because maybe there's multiple relevant body parts. Consuming head / entire body for this one. And again, that's up to me at like a case per case basis, but I'll figure something out for that. It's fine. There's a huge upside with a huge downside for this, and I love it. He only needs to eat approximately 1 entire human body every 1 to 2 months. Eating an inscribed means he has to eat half of that. Or gaining an inscribed power, I guess. Maybe it's like eating to gain an inscribed power halves the starvation rate, something like that. Right? Something like that. Oh wait, doubles. Maybe I could doubles the time before he needs to, or before he will starve again. Or begin starving, maybe is the better way to word that. Before he will begin starving again. All right, I like that. I think that's a good amount of progress on that guy. I'm excited for this BBEG. That's not so evil. A little fucked up, but I think this is good still. All right. In any case, I think that's a good place to end it. I think that's 2 hours of a good character creation, campaign creation, and all that goody good. So I think that'll be a good place to take a break for now. I mean, we've got a whole lot here, right? We got basically like a good amount of this. It's good because it's fucked up. True, it is good because it's fucked up. I don't know how I'm gonna pick abilities for this guy. I'm going to need to though. I don't know what they're gonna be. I actually have zero idea, but I'm gonna figure something out. So I'll probably figure that out here with you guys. Same with talents. Not really sure what those are gonna be, but I'll figure something out. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end that here. I hope everybody enjoyed. I know I had a good time. I'm sure I'll be working with this again on stream. This is a blast for me to work on stream. So, but yeah, hell yeah, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'm glad you enjoyed. Like, I didn't even consider this helping. I was just like, you're just collabing with me on this, right? I guess collabing is like another way to say helping, but I don't know. Good time, and I hope you guys did too. You know. Any case, I'm gonna hop off. Probably take a quick break and probably have to go do homework or something. We'll see. But in any case, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it happens to be for you. And I will see you guys all later. Bye bye.